the simple things in life. Either it does or doesn't feel right. It's the simple things in life. Come on, baby, let's ride.
Hey guys, happy Monday. So I am headed to have lunch with one of my friends. I haven't seen her since I was in the hospital when she came to visit. So we're going to go have lunch, and then I have to go to Best Buy to take my phone to get serviced. The struggle. And then I'm going to go see my cousin. Trying to be more proactive and like just pushing through when I'm hurting or tired or fatigued or whatever, because you can see it in my face. But I'm determined to get certain things done each day by the grace of God, because we just got so much going on with off-season track starting back up on Saturday. We have a volunteer that we're doing that morning at like 6:45, and then practice is at like from 1 to 3. So it's going to be pretty busy. So I'm trying to get stuff done within the next 2 to 3 days. So that way Friday I can like completely rest to be able to handle this, because my husband's like, I know you're, taking, a step back, but I really need you to be at the next probably 3-4 practices because of all of the new people that are coming out. And when we do off season is free. So of course everyone and their mama wants to come out when something is free. So hey guys, so I have been to Best Buy and they could not see me today because I didn't have an appointment, even though they weren't really busy. They were saying that once they hook my phone up to the computer, hopefully it'll reset and fix the issue. That otherwise they would have to ship to get me a new phone because they don't keep the iPhone 6s in the store. And then I would have to give them my phone while they ship it. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to be without a phone. So I'm going to call the warranty company that's through Walmart that sent me the replacement phone to see what my other options are, because this at this point is bullcrap. I'd rather just give me the money and I'll go to the store and buy my own phone. I don't know. So I did that, and I just left the hospital, the rehab facility, seeing my cousin. She's doing so much better. Alright guys, so I've made it back home. About to probably take a nap. I'm like so tired. That sun will drain every ounce like out of you. Even though my body wants to do a whole bunch of track stuff and some stuff around the house, not gonna happen. Not right now anyway. So I'm gonna rest and then I'll get back up and maybe I will feel better. I don't know. It's just tiresome at this point. So let me nap and I'll come back. Hey guys, so today's been an eventful day. Let me start over. Hello, happy Tuesday. So I figured out the selfie stick. I just had to flip it and make sure that the orientation looked right once I edited it. So anyways, so your girl got up this morning to go to my pain management doctor. That was at 10:15. Get to the doctor's office and they were like, your appointment is not at this location, it's at the other location. Needless to say, I didn't even go off. They were like, well, we called on 9/17. Didn't they tell you that it was at the other location? And I said, I'm thinking to myself, like, and I posted this on Instagram, I don't freaking remember half the time, like, did I put deodorant after I took a shower, let alone to remember something from 9/17. And I was just like, ma'am, I don't remember them telling me. I don't know, because I had to reschedule this appointment twice. And then they kept calling saying that I was on the schedule for the other location, and then it was just crazy. So they kept screwing the appointment up. So I've talked to them several times, but I'm like, man, whatever. So they got me in to be seen at 1. So now I am headed there. I'm extremely, extremely tired, in pain. I'm trying to be positive. I just am kind of aggravated. So some other stuff occurred business-wise that I had to take care of, send emails, make copies, do reconciliation, and I just don't have time for that. I really don't. I don't have the time for the stress or any of this at this point. So that's what I'm doing, and I will bring you along. I don't know if I'll record or not, but hopefully this should be maybe my last appointment before going to do the medical marijuana. I may have one more appointment because I don't see him until November the 7th or something, and then it takes like 14 days, I think, to get your actual dispensary or your medical marijuana card. So she may have to see me in the interim until I can get it all situated. But yeah, I'll come back.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you?
I've been better.
Oh my gosh, I was just looking through the chart. It sounds like you have had a whirlwind of
Yeah, I have.
things come up. Well, it's good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
And you went to the.
I know. I was like, she was like, well, did they tell you back in September? I was like, I don't even remember what happened this morning, let alone in September.
My
So,
goodness,
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I was just glad they got me in.
Yes,
So.
I'm always happy to see you.
Yeah, thank you.
So fill me in.
So when I saw you last,
Yeah.
you told me. And so I called their office and said, hey, stop the cell stuff because it's upsetting my stomach. I'm having this numbness in my face.
Yeah.
The nurse was like, well, let me talk to her. She sounded like she had an attitude. So,
Okay.
and ended up, like that Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
when I called them that Tuesday when you told me, but that Wednesday they never called me back. So I called back and said, hey, what's going on? Oh, we'll get back with you. But I was driving, my arm went numb, and I was like, well, let me go home and rest. I didn't want to go to the hospital, my husband,
Yeah.
and so I slept till like 8 o'clock, and I woke up, he was like, are you better? And I said, no. He was like, well, I'm going to take you to the hospital. Hit me because they thought I was having a TIA. But they ended up ruling it out, and they were saying that it was a complex migraine because the
Okay.
headaches didn't go away.
Okay.
But I kept telling them, I was like, it's not a migraine. I never had complex migraine, but I know what a migraine feels like.
Yeah.
And they were giving me Nefuroset, they were giving me Toradol, all these cocktails. Nothing worked. My mouth is still numb. But once I got home, now like my shoulder hurts. And it wasn't like painful during the hospital stay. So I'm kind of like, well, did I do something in my shoulder that I didn't know of? But now it's to the point to where I can't even lift it more than 5 seconds over my head.
Oh dear.
So I'm like, I don't know. Decided she wanted to discharge me as a patient. They called me and said, well, she feels like you treat yourself and that she can. I was like, I had to stop the medicine because I can't keep any food down. So I can't take these CellCept 1,500 milligrams a day and be sick. And I just told the girl, I was like, well, right now I'm in the hospital, so it doesn't even matter. And she was like, well, we're giving you 30 days, you know, to find somebody else. So I was pretty livid because I'm like, in the 3 years that I've seen her, I can count on one hand how many times I've asked for a working appointment because of a flare or not feeling good. And so my husband was like, well, it's a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
Because he was like, you really haven't been happy with her.
Yeah.
You know? And so the lung doctor, he referred me to. I see her on the 17th.
Okay. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Of this month. Okay. So you still are off the CellCept?
No, I'm back on it. The hospital put me back on it that Wednesday, so it was only 2 days.
Gotcha.
You know, so.
And this kind of numbness hasn't changed. Did they do imaging of your brain?
They did all that. And then
everything was normal.
They said everything was normal, so. And then I did do the MRIs that you wanted.
Yep.
And that's why I didn't come back right away, because when I was in there, and then like a week after I got out, I had to go back to the ER for diverticulitis flare that was severe. So it's just been crazy.
Poor thing. My goodness.
I was just like, I just need a break, Lord. I really do.
Yes. So. Is that stomach issues are better or
still having? He's gonna do an endoscopy because I had difficulty swallowing, and he's gonna do a colonoscopy because I'm still having the rectal bleeding and diarrhea. Yeah.
So they're gonna really look inside.
Yeah.
Not pleasant.
I know.
Not pleasant at all. Okay. And I saw that you.
Yes. And I do have an appointment. I forgot to tell you that. I have an appointment in November. I think it's like the 7th.
Okay.
For the medical marijuana. Yeah, so he does do it, and it's like $130 for my visit. And he said I could get my card within like 14 days.
Oh, wow.
And there's a place on Bayou that, like, a dispensary or something. I can't remember the name of it.
So that's something that you're interested in?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I talked to my husband, I talked to him, and he gave me some more pamphlets. And, you know, he told me, like, how he would get it treated and all of that stuff. So I was like, okay, it's time. Good. To do something different.
Try something different. Yeah, absolutely. Are you still using any pain medicine right now?
I still have the Norco, but for the time I was in the hospital and then the week after, I really wasn't able to take it because I was so sick.
Yeah.
But I've been taking it at night. But it doesn't, like, the pain right now, like my shoulder, I ice it like 3 times a day. I started the cream back because even though they said it's topical, but it has anti-inflammatory in it, I just stopped everything when the diverticulitis was flaring up. So I just recently started the cream back on my shoulders. So.
That's Voltaren?
Yeah.
Okay. Have we ever done x-rays or looking at, I don't think we ever have. Do you think we need to?
Yeah, I just don't, I'm kind of scared because it goes all the way down. It's numbness in my fingers, and I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, and how long has it been going on for?
When I got out of the hospital. So from the next day of that last, almost a month.
Yeah. And where is the pain?
It's really bad, like right in this area.
Okay.
And then it radiates down. But when I try to lift my shoulder, it pops.
Okay.
Like all the time. I don't.
Popping.
Yeah. Because it feels like it's caught on something, like when you do try to lift it right there.
This isn't letting me log in for some reason. I'll try to restart it. Server not available. Please contact customer service.
Gotta love computers.
Yes. Okay. And so it bothers you when you're reaching overhead
It
in
hurts.
particular?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that numbness and tingling is just all along that whole hand.
And it's constant. And that's why I was like, well, is the numbness from my face, from my shoulder now? Like, I don't know.
So the thing is those nerves aren't connected.
Okay.
So
I still don't know what this. I've been trying to get in with my neurologist because it said follow up with your neurologist.
Yes.
I called him as soon as I got discharged, and they were like, your records in order for us to get you in sooner. So he sent the referral at the end of August. I've called 3 times to the neurologist's office and said,
that's it.
hey,
Hard, right?
yeah. I was like, waiting on my referral. Nobody will ever call me back.
Do you remember it was a nurse practitioner that saw you? Okay, I'll try to also see if I can nudge them.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. No.
Because I was like, if it's not the shoulder, then I'm just thinking that it was something neurologically inflamed with my lupus.
Right.
And they never consulted a rheumatologist the whole time I was there.
In the hospital,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask
Yeah,
too.
they didn't.
No, they just
And
gonna
they gave me Topamax as like a prophylactic. But as soon as I got home, I was like having slurred speech. I was dropping stuff. Like, that's the Topamax. That's a side effect. And so he was like, I don't think you need to take this. Don't take the Fiorset, how they're telling you to take it. Just try to get off of it because it can be very addictive.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And I did it. And the slurred speech went away. But, I mean, all of that numbness and stuff is still there. But
And it's around your mouth?
it's around my mouth and like my head just, now it's like my entire head, I just feel numb. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but I know my inflammation markers are still elevated.
Okay. Well, the good thing is with your MRI of remember how we were looking into like the kidney kind of pain? The MRI of that thoracic region was normal.
Good.
No disc bulges or anything that, could really account
For that pain. Okay.
Yeah, I know the nephrologist wanted us to kind of take a look into that. And the MRI of your low back did not show any new changes really.
Okay.
Since the one prior that I could tell. Still the, fusion and looked like it was intact. There was no new areas of significant compression or narrowing.
Okay.
So that all is good signs, but what can we do for the shoulder now?
Yeah.
When is the last time that you filled the hydrocodone also? Do you remember?
Last week or the week? I think it was last week.
Okay.
Maybe the beginning or I don't know how the exact date. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. The pharmacy, for whatever reason, still isn't reporting.
I don't know what they do
Yeah.
with them. I'm to the point I'm
Very
like,
weird.
because even though my scripts, like, I get like a discounted rate, Walmart was actually cheaper, and I had to, like, when I got out of the hospital, it was on a Sunday, so I had to go get the Topamax and all that stuff from Walmart. And then someone was like, maybe we should switch to the Walmart, I was like, because I told them, I said, they never report anything, even with my stepdaughter's meds. She's not on pain meds, but like looking at the billing cycle on her Medicaid, like printouts, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's like a delayed system.
Weird. But it should be, especially if it was like last
It's supposed
week.
it's supposed to show up immediately.
Yeah, 24 hours is kind of the window, so.
Because they just now for the first time asked me for my ID.
Really?
Yeah. Because I was like, I knew, like, I'm like, okay, I know every place asks for your ID. Doesn't matter if it's in the system, but they don't.
Yeah.
That's just how, I guess.
And they probably, you
I guess
said
they know you.
recognize
Yeah, they know you, but still, that's like the law.
Yeah, right.
I don't want to tell them, like, you're supposed to do this,
Right.
but they just was like, hi, and they just get your script and you just sign, and that's it. Nice.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good and a bad thing.
Right.
Because they don't even ask for my husband's ID when he picks it up for me.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a situation.
Yeah.
Server is still not available. What the heck? Okay. Well, let's if you don't mind standing up for me, I'll take a look at the shoulder a little bit more. So it hurts just all around here, and then kind of down into this area too.
like this whole.
Whole region,
Yeah.
huh? Okay. And if you turn your thumb down and lift up towards your ear, does that really bother?
Like right in there.
Okay, right in here. And go ahead and come on back down. And then turn your palm just kind of facing you out to the side and let it reach all the way up and over. Does that
It's
bother
really-
too?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead and relax. And
It feels like it's catching, like it's
Catching.
gonna lock up or something before I can get it back down.
okay. And go ahead and you can turn facing me and go ahead and just squeeze my hands here nice and tight. Good. You're right-handed, correct? Okay. Spread your fingers wide apart and keep them apart. Okay. Fingers really flat. Okay. And arms up by your side and hold right there. Okay. Okay. Arms out to the side this way and hold right there. Does that bother?
It hurts.
All over here? Okay. And push out, open. Okay. And where is the tingling right now?
It goes into, right now it's in these little fingers, it's on my thumb.
Not in the
Right.
thumb, but all those?
Yeah, and at night sometimes it'll get so severe,
Mm-hmm.
like the neuropathy that you would feel in
Yeah.
your feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it would feel like in my hands.
Okay.
But it's like once I ice it, I'll have some relief for about an hour or two, then I'll just re-ice
Okay.
again.
Where do you put the ice when you do use it?
I literally put it,
Oh,
the
right
pack
on the
right
shoulder.
there. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what we could do, we may get x-ray of your neck and your shoulder.
Okay.
We could also do a nerve study of that arm. I know you've had it in your legs. Yeah, we don't have to, but it would highlight or help us understand more about where that numbness is coming from.
Okay.
I still don't know what to think of the face, but if it's anything in the arm and if it's coming from the neck or somewhere else in the arm, then it'll show us that.
Okay. Because the only thing I noticed that if I'm laying on this side, I feel it's like a relief to lay like on it.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes like if I'm on this side trying to do anything, my head does go to hurting. So I don't know.
Okay.
And I just don't know if it's because of the, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like my bones are already not good bones. Like, so I don't really know. Like,
Well, would you rather hold off on that nerve study? Or
I'll
you think we
do
should
it.
Okay.
yeah. It just, they hurt so
Yes,
bad.
yes. And so, yeah, I think the neck and the shoulder,
Okay.
you could always do physical therapy for the shoulder if you want to start there.
Okay.
Not being an injection or any kind of other potential for side effect with the steroid medicine.
Okay.
The Voltaren is a really good idea. Ice is a really good idea. They make wrist splints. I don't know if you've tried any of that ever.
You gave me something for my elbow at
Yeah.
one time, and I thought about putting it on, but I didn't because I didn't know if it would help, to be honest.
Yeah, the elbow one may not, but sometimes they make also just wrist splints for like, the idea of it is to keep your wrist really in a neutral position to avoid kind of bending or flexing at the wrist, which can put a little bit of pressure on a nerve that goes through the wrist tunnel, like carpal tunnel syndrome, you know. So if it's at all related to that,
Okay.
that would help
Okay.
to wear at night.
So can I just get that from Walmart?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, they're usually $10-15,
Okay.
so pretty inexpensive.
that.
Much more affordable than the prescription braces.
Yeah.
Even though it's like the exact same thing, so it
Mhm.
makes no sense at all. Do you need more pain medication right now? to
I'm
last
good.
until- Yeah.
I'm good because I just feel that one,
Yeah.
but I guess I'll know once he sees me, like how long the process will completely take if I need to come back.
Right.
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right. Yep, exactly. Maybe, and so I'm gonna call the Sacred Heart neurologist.
Okay.
We'll do these x-rays, the EMG, and should we follow up after that then?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry for all of this.
I'm trying to like stay positive and try to look at the bright side, but I'm like really, it's overwhelming.
Overwhelmed, yeah. Yes, no doubt.
Yeah, so.
Are you doing anything to enjoy life No movies, or are you a movie person or not?
No,
really?
I mean, we're at home a lot. Track season starts back at the July. Lord jeez. Saturday. That's how I'm like. But I did make a decision that because, I wear a lot of hats
You
with
do.
the admin side of things. So, and I'm also on the board. So we had a board meeting and I was like, hey, I'm stepping away. So, it's like that seat is vacant and I'm trying to like relinquish a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Good.
My husband's been fussing and telling me that for the longest, but,
You want to do what you can.
Yeah,
Stay
but-
engaged.
exactly, but I can't anymore. And I know I can't be in the sun. Like, I just can't do it anymore. I have no strength. Like, my breathing is so crazy. He said I had asthma, even though, like, my methacholine challenge said I didn't. He said that I guess I had, like, a positive allergy test. And he gave me inhalers, but I'm like, it doesn't work. He feels I do have exercise-induced pulmonary hypertension, but he doesn't trust any of the cardiologists here. And he would say I would have to go to like UAB or like Shands.
Oh, wow.
So I just told him, well, we'll wait for now. But some days I'm like, oh, maybe I just need to go ahead and go.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, those trips are so long,
I
but
know.
if anything positive could come out
Exactly.
of it may be worth
Yeah,
it.
I'm willing. Birmingham's only 5 hours. So,
Right.
Yeah, so I'm willing to make the trip. But I'll talk to him in a few months and see how I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's getting to the point where more days are not good than are
It
good,
is.
then
It is bad.
no.
Yeah.
Think about
Some days
it.
I just want to sit in the corner and just bang my head, just cry because I'm like, I don't even try like with the pain meds. I'm like, I'll take it at night, but I'll take the most relaxer during the day sometimes. But I just get to the point like I'll just sit here and because it's not working.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, what else am I supposed to do?
Right. Well, I mean, given that we're trying to optimize everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've done so much positive stuff,
Yeah.
like getting in with the kidney doctor,
Mhm.
the pulmonologist. Maybe it's just that time to really,
Yeah.
you're getting new rheumatologists.
Exactly.
So,
Hopefully it'll have a good group that everyone gets along and
yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
Working
time.
together. Okay. All right. Well, let me step out here.